Hello, everyone. This is Larry Blackburn again from the Tabernacle Church at Prestonsburg. I want to talk a little bit about wisdom tonight. We all know the story of King David and how he was a man after God's own heart and how he loved him and how he did. And then when come time for King David to die, he had a son called Solomon. And the kids, this is, I guess I'm talking like a child because we teach the children's classes all the time. And they love these stories. And Solomon loved the Lord too, and walking in the stature like his father did, except that he sacrificed and burned incense in God's place. Now the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice, for there was a great high place. Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings. It's hard for me to grasp 1,000 burnt offerings at the altar. God was so pleased that Gideon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night and said, "Ask, what shall I give you?" Can you imagine that? God asking, what do you want? What do you want in this whole world is yours? Solomon said, "You have shown great mercy to your servant David my father, because he walked before you in truth and righteousness and uprightness of the heart with you. You have continued this great kindness for him to me, and have given his son me to sit on the throne as it is this day. Now, O Lord my God, you have made your servant king instead of my father David, but I am a little child. I am like a little child. I do not know how to go in or come out. And your servant in the midst of the people whom you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to be numbered or counted. Therefore give your servant an understanding heart to judge your people, that I may discern between good and evil, for those enabled to judge this great people of yours." So God was so pleased with him. The speech that he gave Solomon, he asked this thing. And God said to him, "Because you have asked this thing, and have not asked for life for yourself, nor have asked for any riches, nor any of your enemies to be delivered into your hands, and have asked for yourself understanding and discernment to judge. Behold, I have done this, and I have given you a wise and understanding heart." The kids remembered that King Solomon was the wisest man in the whole world then and ever to be, is what God said. "So that there has been no one like you before, nor shall there be anyone like you arise after you." So he was the greatest ever and ever will be. And "And I have also given you what you did not ask for, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be anyone like you in all the kings of your days. So if you walk in my words and keep my stature and my commandments, as your father David walked, then I will lengthen your days," which he did. Now Solomon's provisions for one day, it's hard for me to understand this, how much that he actually had, because God gave him more than anybody in this world could ever think about or whatever. Solomon's provisions for one day was 30 cores of flour, 60 cores of meal. That's a 6 bushel is a core, I believe, if I remember right. 10 fattened oxen, 20 oxen from the pasture, and 100 sheep, besides the deer, gazelle, roebucks, and fattened fowl. All of that was one day's eating for all of Solomon's servants. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine killing all of those oxen and preparing them? It's just too much for me to try to grasp with my little brain. But anyway, he gave Solomon wisdom that he wanted, and he spoke in 1,000 proverbs, and his songs were 1,005. So I would like all you kids to read that again. It's in 1 Kings 4, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Thank you.